Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Skrilly. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna be showing you, how to kind of adjust this new setting that they just added, the dead zone setting. If you don't know what the dead zone setting is, it's basically like the, if you know the analog sticks on your controller, it's like the area in which they are sensitive to, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so it's a pretty important setting. A lot of people have been like trying to figure out what works for them because it does kind of affect, your aiming and all that pretty dramatically, I guess. But yeah, I decided to have this video on Azir Cave because everybody does these tutorial videos on Hackney Yard, and this is a pretty nice map. But anyways, so yeah, I just got the M4 here, and to start off, Dead Zone is really good if you want to fix stick drift. Because it kind of relates to stick drift really closely. So here, my dead zone setting is on 0.02, and we're going to see if there's any stick drift, and you can test if you have stick drift by like looking at an exact spot. So we will look right here, and now I'm not touching my controller at all, and or my analog sticks, and it's not really moving at all, so that means no stick drift, so we're good on that dead zone setting. Now this controller does have some stick drift. So if I turn down to 01, move them around a little bit, maybe try to get it to activate. Still none really there on this controller. My other controller is way worse. It seems to be pretty still there as well. Now if we go down to 0, I should have stick drift, but this controller is definitely not bad at having stick drift. So let's just look right here at this crease again. And yeah, you can see this one's definitely up. It's drifting. Yeah, so this isn't really bad stick drift, but as you can see, my hands are not on my controller and it's drifting. So this is exactly one thing you can fix with stick drift, and this is what you want to test for when you're selecting the dead zone setting. Because basically with dead zone, you want the lowest possible setting without having stick drift. So you just got to kind of test it like this. For me, it seems to be, sometimes I can play on 0.01, but I usually just put 0.02 just to avoid all stick drift. But as you can see, it's slowly drifting everywhere. So yeah, you want to just keep bumping it up by 0.01 and try to keep it as low as possible. It is kind of personal preference, I guess, because the higher you turn it up, it does feel a little different. But the idea behind having it low is because you have more sensitivity. So you can do, like, for instance, little circles here and like more minor adjustments. Like here I can do this pretty easily with just the right analog stick. Like I can just go left or right. But I believe if we turn this up higher, it gets much harder. Yeah, because it's stiff. So see, I can't really get that fine adjustment. It just kind of, jerks all over the place. So that's why you want it low. So yeah, you want a low stick or low dead zone, lowest you can handle without stick drift. So you're just gonna have to test that out. But yeah, so on 0.02, no stick drift, and what this does is gives you like I said, that fine aim control, which is just really great for winning more gunfights. And just if you need to make a minor adjustment, like say you aim in here, someone's on that head glitch, and you move over there. If you're on too high of a dead zone, you might like jerk like that, and you don't want that. You want to be more accurate, more precise with your aiming. So make sure you get that dead zone down. And yeah, I mean, the dead zone's a pretty simple setting. Like I said, you just want to play on the lowest setting you can, ideally. And yeah, just do the stick drift test, where you just look at a wall and see if your crosshairs move. And yeah, so some controllers are really bad. If your controller is really bad about stick drifting and you have to play with a really high dead zone, I would recommend just getting a new controller, because I wouldn't recommend playing anything over like 0.15 on dead zone. It's really just, I mean you can for sure and be pretty good with it, but that's probably whenever I'd start looking into getting a new controller. Might be just a good idea. But yeah, I think that's really about it for the dead zone setting. It's kind of simple setting. It's a kind of nice setting. I guess I like it because I know a lot of people were having problems with the stick drift like really badly. So it'll really help them out. But yeah, so yeah, just play on the lowest that you can, and that's really about it. I would recommend starting on like just start on 0, test the stick drift there, and keep going up from there. And hopefully your controller is in pretty good shape and doesn't have much drift. But think that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this, because I was really confused about the Deadzone setting when it first came out. But now that I've tested it out and tried it, I definitely like it lower. I did start with it on like 0.15 or 0.10 actually. Like I was playing on 0.10 or 0.12 because it kind of felt the most natural like it did before to me. But then after really like testing this fine aim like this and realizing I couldn't do that, that was a big disadvantage. So yeah, lower it is, like the way more accurate you're gonna be. And yeah, it's really nice. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, and thanks for watching. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time.